Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to make use of free AI tools to create unlimited images. As of the time of recording this video, the tool we'll be using today is totally free. Accessing the tool. The first thing you'll want to do is navigate to ImageFX. This tool is actually created by Google. You can find it by going to labs.google.com or by simply searching ImageFX on Google. You only need your email address to sign into ImageFX, and that's all. Preparing your prompt. Once you've accessed ImageFX, the next crucial step is to bring in your prompt. My intention for creating these images is for a Faceless YouTube channel, and my videos are quite lengthy, much like a comic book that people have to listen to. To generate my prompts, especially for long scripts, I use ChatGPT. You can import your script into ChatGPT and ask it to give you prompts based on your storyline. Generating character images. For characters, you'll need to copy your character's description or prompt. ImageFX is designed to take note of the character and the individual after initial creation, making it easier to generate consistent prompts for that particular character in the future. For instance, if your character's name is John, the tool will recognize him. Paste your character prompt into the ImageFX interface and then allow it to create your images.
So Ctrl C, and then I'll come here all you simply need to sign into ImageFX is your email address, and that's all. So I'm going to paste that here, and so we are going to see how what is created after using this. So while this is creating, a couple of things you need to know about ImageFX. ImageFX are also called this here. It simply means after the creation you can log this in. So it takes note of the character, takes note of the character and the individual, so that the next time you're generating prompts regarding that particular character is going to be easy. So for instance, this is the person here. Janu is the name of my client, my character. So you see here, he's okay. Here there's the hand inside and there's the hand outside. However, you notice that so this is actually anime, and the reason why we have this is because of this here. In the prompt, it has anime realism. So with that, that's the reason why it came out as an anime. So the question is, I'm going to generate two characters so that you see. I'll click on download this one first. And after download that, I'm going to download second character. Then I'll also show you how do you make your character consistent as well. So if you at this, at least 2 or 3 of them look kind of really alike, just that this one has a darker shade. So the next one I'm going to do, before I do that, I'm going to also show you the other properties that you can make use of. So if you down here, you see 355 animal, sketchy, and all that. These are the things that you use in describing your photo. So there are a couple of things that you would want to add to your video. And one of them is, let's click on this again. So let's see what this blue orange does. But a couple of things you want to do is, especially if you are creating a realistic image, then it means I have to remove this anime realism from here if I want to create a realistic image. But my Faceless YouTube channel is going to be like a comic book that people have to listen to. So I click more here. I'm looking for something else. So you see cinematic. I'm going to take cinematic. I have cinematic there, and let me use Surreal. So also again, if you look here as well, you notice the other colors that you can pick from. Now on the cinematic aspect also, document still life, abstract, those you can actually do all that. So we still look again at so here I want to use Sci-Fi, and then so what do I want to do again? So let me still create for this same person. If I come over and paste Zokia Zone, so let's just see if there's going to be any difference after the generation is done. So also you need to understand that ImageFX has the play for model, which is basically the best quality, and then landscape. I'm choosing landscape because I intend to post this on YouTube, and then best quality, it's basically Imagine 3. That's what's being used. So if you don't want to see those settings, you can simply remove it by clicking on this. The settings away, anything other than that, you bring it back again with the same button. So when I chose blue orange, you see it created a fire close by because of what I used. So in case you're trying to create an explosion scene or something like that, or you're looking for sunrise or sunlight, so that could really go in handy. Cinematic, does it look cinematic? Yes, it does look cinematic. But so when I chose Surreal, I think one of the images kind of look a bit surreal, like this particular one here. Really looks like that. But then again, there's something that you still need to understand. So if I really wanted to see this picture clearly, look at this place. When you click on it, it makes the images coming more like a slide. So using your arrow button and all that, you can be able to navigate through each one. So this is still anime, and this is still anime. So all of them are actually anime. So if we change this to, okay, so I'll just play around a bit. I'll change this to yellow and purple. And now I'm going to paste my prompt for the next character that I want to generate. So that's Ctrl V. So that's it. So you can also download your image, and you can also be able to share your link for anybody to see the image that you've created. So with this one, I'm definitely going to do that, show you that. So something else you might want to consider. So you're going to be wondering, so you can see this. This looks very realistic. Now remember the other prompts I had something written anime realism. But one, okay, yeah, it still has anime realistic. So, but I think the surreal I fixed in here, and then you notice this looks kind of way purplish and all that because I chose yellow and purple. So if you see here as well, there's purple light in the background, and all this is a person. Surreal is there, and so you see the next image. It's a human being that's there. This looks a little, yeah, still a human being, kind of, so still a human being as well. So you can see this clearly. So because of the lighting and all that I choose, so it's all left to you how you want to go about it. So so the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be generating a scene. But this one I just showed you generating of my characters. So there are a couple of things you would need to understand. So what happens if I'm to generate a scene? How would that look like? You can also use this to generate a scene. So instead of this, I want to remove the surreal. I want to change it now to Cubist so that we can really see what it looks like. Remember I fixed Sci-Fi here. So I'll be going over to here. Come over to the scenes I've created, and then just pick, I pick this one here, scene 7. So something else that I'm still going to do is at the end of this video, or somewhere in between this video, I'll still show you how to create I'll show you a video that I also created as well. So it preps you towards the aspect of preparing your own self for what it is you want to create. So I remember I told you that I had taken away the surreal. So this time around, see how it comes out.
Understanding image properties and styles. Let's talk about the various properties you can utilize in ImageFX to define your image style. Anime style. If your image comes out looking like an anime, it's likely because your prompt includes phrases like anime realism. To create a realistic image, you must remove anime realism from your prompt. If you specifically want an anime style, consider adding anime realistic art style concept to your prompt for it to be picked up accurately. Cinematic look. You can add cinematic to your prompt to give your images a cinematic appearance. Surrealism. Including surreal can make images look surreal. Artistic styles. Other options include Cubist, Postmodern, and various descriptive terms like animal sketchy abstract, still life, dramatic, serene, and calm. Color and lighting. Blue-orange. This can be used to create effects like fire, explosions, a sunrise, or sunlight scenes. Yellow and purple. Using this combination can result in purple lighting in the background of your images.
So you see, it shows us the rope fly and all that. So this is the next one. No, postmodern, that's it. You can see the way the planes are. Exactly. Because I chose postmodern. And there's also sci-fi as well. So you've seen how to go about creating your images and all. So hopefully if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, I don't think you need to be reminded. But however, I'll still remind you, go ahead and click on the subscription button, because in the next video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create your characters easily. Like, especially if you have a very long story and you need to create your characters and all. And then also, okay, before we go, I would also show you how can you merge two characters together. I will show you that just before we go. How can you merge two characters together? So just give me a moment for that. Let me look at the prompt. What you're seeing that okay, so there are two persons in this prompt. Okay. So here there's Johnny and there's Young. So how do I merge both of them together? So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll come over here. This is my prompt. Now, when creating consistent character, as much as possible, there are two ways you do it. One is let the name of the person be made mention of, and then secondly, as well, let the characteristics of the person you can post it, but if the name is mentioned with the character, it's very easy. So I have two persons who are my targets. The first is this. Now, you take a look at this. This is Zoo Young. This is the person I want to copy. But I'm not interested in the pose that is written down here. I'm only interested in her outfit. Click from here first. I will copy this. Oh, okay, no. I will, because it's always difficult to get enter here. So I would prefer to use this, Ctrl V. And then the next person that's in the prompt is this person. Next person is this person. So this is what I'm going to do. So I will paste it here. So there's always a space, between everything. Even if so, once I press enter, we start creating our images. Then so we can choose whichever one it is we feel that satisfies what it is that we are trying to do. So if you want to get, maybe you want to always keep getting updates like this, don't forget to use our Instagram handle. So you see here, our image is actually very realistic. It shows two persons who are sitting down in a car. And this is it. This is it. Let me see. So you see that's it. So his dressing is based on what I wrote, and this is also her clothing. So also there's something else maybe you want to consider. This time around I didn't take prompt here because that prompt I don't need it. So if you want to say inside the car, Jean-Yu reclines with eyes closed in the back seat, and Zuyong frowns at the wheels, beginning to drive erratically. So if I wanted this to be anime styled, I could write anime realistic. Alright, anime realistic. Or even if I don't want to do that, I can come here and change this. Okay, I've removed the Surreal from it. So let me just add dramatic to it, though might not really change much. Since I've added anime realistic somewhere there, I think that might pick. If not, I should have written style to it as well. So it does not generate the anime. So you see, so I guess I should have written style. So you want to do this anime realistic art concept star. That's what will make it pick. I don't think there's any other thing on it that depicts this is sci-fi, postmodern, cinematic, dramatic. So serene, calm, and all that. So after creating an image, I can decide to lock this just like this. Once I lock it, the image stays. So it's still generating for me real human beings. Still generating for me real human beings. So one of the things sometimes you might want to do is you might want to remove this stuff here just to be sure. Now you see that was the reason why I told you that it's very important, to keep spaces. So it treats them as different. Okay. Ah, no, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do. So also here I can remove. So it's also possible that what you might want to do is you might just want to bring in a prompt, maybe just of the character, then emphasize on the fact that you want it to be aha. So you see this time around, because I removed the other ones, now they all look very much like an anime. I made it realistic, so you can see how that plays out. So that is really, really fantastic. Like really, really, really fantastic. So in the next video, I hope to see you again. Thank you for watching.